What's up, everyone? It's Christmas Day. I'm gonna review two movies today. So yeah, this is one of them. Today we're gonna be talking about the comedy Deck the Halls. It was released November 22nd, 2006, directed by John Whitesell, who's also done Holiday, Thunderstruck, um, Big Mama's House 2, like on Big Mama's House, like Father Like Son, which is the third one, and Malibu's Most Wanted, to name a few. This had a box office earnings of about $46.8 million. I think it like broke even at the box office, but yeah. So yeah, this is a Christmas review. Also, check out my great ugly Christmas sweater. Fa la 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 la, ha la la. Yeah, definitely suits me. Have to show that off. Anyways, back to the film. So yeah, Deck the Halls. This is a comedy. Yeah, they basically try to be like Christmas Vacation, but didn't do it well. Yeah, so you meet the main character. I can't remember his name off the top of my head for some reason, but yeah, he is the one who everyone asks for like their opinions on Christmas and stuff, like what's the best angel for the top of the tree, and yeah, so he's starting to get in the festive spirit, him and his family, trying to get them to do their traditions, and then this quirky neighbor played by Danny DeVito moves in, and yeah, the Hall family, and yeah, they move in, and a whole pile of crazy stuff happens because he wants his house to be viewed from space with all the Christmas lights and everything. So he sets out to be that. He also has a stunning blonde wife, and yeah, she's actually pretty cute in that. And yeah, so with her doing her quirky things, and their twin daughters, who are these the gorgeous Aldridge sisters, yeah, who play them, and yeah, there's a lot of weird quirky stuff that happens. So yeah, but basically, yeah, so yeah, it starts off with them moving in, and then a whole pile of crazy stuff just happens, and it's good and bad all at the same time. I thought, like, a lot of people put this on like the worst like comedy lists or Christmas movie lists and stuff. I actually kind of enjoyed it. I kind of like this like stupid humor stuff. So yeah, and it's played, Matthew Broderick plays the other one, the lead, and yeah, and it's pretty fun because they go head to head and try to beat each other, and then they slowly learn that that's not always the case. Family comes first, and it has like this big moral meaning to it and stuff. But it's really tongue in cheek stuff for the most part. Yeah, there's a lot of good jokes in it, and a lot of funny like slapstick stuff. Like he has like Matthew Broderick's character has all the the trees for the next 5 years all like growing in one section, and then he actually burns them all down. Yeah, Danny DeVito's character buys a sleigh, and he gets wild horses and duct tapes horns to them, and then yeah, they go to take a family photo, and it runs off, and yeah, a lot of crazy stuff happens at that. Yeah, a lot of stuff, just non-stop like bitter banter and stuff, and then it was cool to see them come together and make like everything happen and get the community involved and stuff. It has a good like little moral meaning at the end and stuff, which is pretty amusing. I think this one's a pretty underrated comedy. There is a lot of half the jokes don't really land. I admit that. I do see where most people get frustrated watching this. And there's some potty humor. It's not as bad as Vacation though. Vacation 2015, way worse than this. I think this one, if you compare this with this one is like the Christmas Vacation compared to that comedy. It's that's not a Christmas Vacation. 2015 is not even a Christmas movie, but comedy wise, this one works way better than that one. So I've seen way worse than this, and it was just a little fun Christmas thing. It introduced some cool, funny new ideas that it doesn't really make any sense, because Google Maps, you could just bring your house up and there it is. You can see it from space. So it's kind of a pointless thing, but it was a funny little concept and amusing. It has your typical comedy tropes and everything in it. And yeah, I just thought it was fun and entertaining. I could turn off my brain for a little bit and have a couple laughs and cringe a couple times. But yeah, it's not as bad as what most people think, I don't think. So I just want to come on here and just say that about this one because yeah, it gets a really bad rap for some reason, and I don't see it that way. I kind of enjoyed it. I like stupid comedies like this. I'm a sucker for like the scary movie franchise and things like that. So I like all that stupid stuff. So yeah, definitely it's not the best comedy, but it's definitely not the worst. This one's like middle of the road for me. It's definitely no Christmas Vacation, but it's probably better than the sequel, and that which I might actually have a review for coming out later on. But yeah, so yeah, that's what I thought of Deck the Halls. I'm gonna give this film a 3.5, just to be fair. The half the jokes don't hit, and there's some stupid potty humor in it, and you can definitely tell half the actors didn't want to be in it. So yeah, but for overall, it's still a feel-good comedy. It's not as bad what most people say, I don't think. So I'm gonna give it a 3.5. I know a lot of people probably give it lower than that, but definitely was better than I was expecting. This is actually my first time watching it, so yeah, definitely one not as bad as I was expecting. So yeah, check it out if you haven't seen it. And I thought it was somewhat decent. It's not perfect, but it's definitely not the worst comedy I've seen. So yeah, there's way worse stuff out there. So yeah, but there's a trailer link down below if you want to check that out. If it sounds interesting, up your alley or something like that, it's linked down below. Also, my Instagram's always linked down below. I post clips of films going to be in the future on my story. You should have the film title and hashtag and the subgenre film and the hashtag so you're aware of it. Also, my Letterbox is linked down below at Derek P Reviews. That's where I post my first star rating right after watching the film. So, yeah, follow me on one of those two platforms to stay in the loop. Like this video, share it so more people are aware of it. Comment your opinions of the film down below. Let me know your thoughts. And also, if you have any other like Christmas movies or any movies in general, comedy, whatever, comment those down below. If you want to hear my opinions on them anyways, comment them down below. Yeah, and I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can, and if I can find them, I'll watch anything, so comment whatever you want down there. Yeah, and make sure you subscribe, because hopefully you can find something interesting, weird, quirky, somewhat like this, but maybe even better on here in the future, and also so you can hear my opinions on popular movies, which are usually very different than most people's views of the film. So yeah, follow me on. So yeah, make sure you subscribe. And like, yeah, that's it for this one. Deck the Halls, not as bad as most people say it is, at least in my opinion. So yeah, I enjoyed it. I'm not gonna watch it every year, but I'll definitely watch it every once in a while. Still pretty entertaining. So hopefully the next film's interesting like this one. We'll see though. So, till the next one, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Watch out for all those quirky neighbors this time of year, and I guess I'll see you all in the next one. So, till the next one, cheers.